In this lecture, we will explain how we can write an embedded C program to perform 16-bit array addition. In the previous lecture, we explained how we can perform 8-bit array addition. Now we will explain 16-bit array addition. And we know that in 8051, there are two types of RAM possible. That is internal RAM, general purpose RAM, that is from 00 to 7F, only 128, and external RAM, maximum you can connect 64K bytes. So this is the external RAM, and assume that the values are stored in external RAM, and in external RAM, each memory location can hold a 8-bit value. So in order to store a 16-bit value, we require two consecutive locations. For example, if 000 is the first location, it can hold an 8-bit value, and the next location 001 or can hold another 8-bit. So if we combine these two locations, we can store a 2-byte information or a 16-bit information. Similarly, if you use the next two locations, we can store another 16-bit number, that is 0002 and 0003. Okay. In 8051, if you use the external RAM, you can store the values in this particular manner. Each location can store only 8-bit value. Now we'll see how we can perform this operation, how we can perform 16-bit addition. See, in this particular question, memories are not specified, so we'll assume some values. Assume that the values are stored in external memory location 1500 H onwards, and after the operation, store the result in external memory location. Actually, we are using 3 locations. I will tell you why we required 3 memory locations: 3000, 3001, and 3002. And assume that the count value, which is loaded into 14FFH, is actually the size of the array. And one more assumption we are taking in this particular case, that the maximum count value is FF. See, we can each value is 16-bit wide, but in this particular example, we'll assume that the maximum values in that particular array, number of values in that particular array is maximum is 255. So we can limit the count value to 8 bits register, and the largest value that can store in a 16-bit location is FF. If it is an 8-bit, we know that it's 111111. This is the maximum value, which is equal to FF. And if you use another 8-bit, you can store another 8-bit value, again FF. So if we combine all these values, you can see FF. Okay, it's hexadecimal. FFXH. Okay, which is equivalent to 65,535 decimal value. This is the maximum value that we can store by using 16-bit race. So the result can be, there is one possibility that if all values are FFF, that is 65,535, and the count value is limited to F, because we are using count value storing in 8-bit register. So we'll only allocate one memory location for that. And if you perform this operation, that is FF 255 times, that is FF times, you will get the sum result, or if you multiply this, you will get 01 FF. So this will be the final result. If you observe this, you can see that this is, in order to store 01, we required 8 bits. So to store 8 FF, again 8 bits, and in order to store FP, again 8 bits. Total 3 bytes is required if the count value is limited to 8 bits. Okay. If count value is more than that, count value is again 16 bit, then your result you can store on a higher bytes you required, 4 bytes or more than that would be. Okay, now we'll see one example that assume that the count value is stored in external memory location 14FF. In this particular example, assume that there's a single byte location and which is stored with 06. And from 1500 H onwards, we are storing the 16-bit value. Means in order to store 16-bit value, the first number, this is the first number. In order to store the first number, we require 2 locations. So the second number, again, we require 2 locations. So this FF is stored into 1500 and 1501. Okay, if you sequentially arrange the memory, the first location is FF and second location FF. This is the first number. And next location 1502 and 1503. And next value is EF01. Okay, first, and this is the second number. Similarly, third, fourth, and X. And assume that 6 sensitivity locations we are using. You can see that after 9, it's A and B because we are representing the address in hexadecimal. So after addition, the final result will be like this. If you use this particular number 0, 5, 0, 3, and 6, 7. Okay. So the result will be like this. In 3300, you need to store 5, and 3301, you need to store 0C, and 3302, you need to store 6, 7. Okay. That is LSB. So here you will store LSB, and here it is MSB. Because in embedded C standard, if you declare a variable as int, the MSB will be stored in the first location and lower byte in the next location. So similarly, when you find the result, it will be like this. Now we can think about the algorithm. We required a destination address point to store the result. Let it be sum. And we required 3 bytes. Again, there is an issue. For the standard data type, if you use character, it's 1 byte. If you use int, it's 2 bytes. And if you use a float, it's more than that 4 byte. And data is also stored in like the standard format. So it's difficult to identify if you use float. It's not difficult, but actually the data is stored in a different format. So character and int, we will limit our discussion in by using these 2 variables type character and int. But if you use here we require 3 bytes, so we'll see how we can solve this particular problem. And next, the source is a integer type because we require 16-bit data, so 2 byte data, and we require a loop control variable and a count variable, and we can initialize the sum, that is the result location by 3300H, and the number which is starting from 1500H. So we can initialize these register address pointers. And after that, you can initialize the loop variable I is equal to 0 in this particular case, and some registers or some memory locations by 0, 0. So 3 locations we will make it 0. Okay, and we need to read the content of 14FFH because count value is stored in this particular location. So we need to load the content of 14FFH into count register. And after that, you can perform the operation because sum is already initialized to 0. So sum plus the current value. Okay, that is in the first case, it's num plus 0, that is num. And the content of num, content of num will be loaded into the address pointed by sum. And next case, again, I value is incremented, so num plus 1. Okay. So another interesting point in here, when you perform num plus 1 here, this num is declared as an integer type. So in the first case, it's 1500. Next case, it will be 1502 because here this variable will be declared as 2 byte data pointer. So definitely plus 1 will point to the next location, that is 1502. Similarly, we will continue when the I value is greater than this count, and finally we'll stop. Now we'll see how we can write the program. I already mentioned that if you use integer type, we can store only 2 byte information. So here we'll declare the external memory location pointer num and sum to point the number data and the final result. And we know that to store the final result, we require 3 bytes. So we will declare two locations by using sum. That is, if you declare int, you will get 2 bytes, and if you declare character, you will get another byte. So the lower two locations, lower two locations, the LSB result of we will store in 3001 and 3002, and the MSB in 3000. So in order to store MSB, we will use another variable, that is pointer, which points 3000. And we will also declare another variable to point the count value. That's again a character, because we are limited to count value ff. And we require a variable here for the loop control, that is I. And here we are not using X data because we need to access, we are using this internal RAM itself. That's why this is simply unsigned character, not X data. Okay, all these values are X data. Now, one more case, before the main program, I'm just declaring the carry bit, that D7 is actually the PSW bit addressable area. That is a carry flag. The actual address of the carry flag is D7. It's a bit addressable area. So this bit addressable area D7 will be represented as carry in this particular program. That's the statement S bit. Okay. SFR location, which is bit addressable, that is S bit. D7 will be represented by carry in this particular program. So when you use carry, it's automatically assigned the address D7, bit addressable area, not byte, bit. So we already explained in the program, addition program, we explained the importance of this particular instruction. And now we can assign the values. Here in this particular case, we already mentioned that the lower two bytes are stored by pointing sum, and the higher byte by using the variable MSB. Okay. So sum is loaded with 3301 and MSB is loaded with 3300, and num is loaded with 1500, and count 14ff. And we will initialize the sum. Initially the sum is equal to 0 and the MSB is equal to, because we need to store all these values 0 initially. So content of 3000, 3001 and 3002 becomes 0, 0, 0. And after that we can start the execution. We can start the loop. We need to initialize I is equal to 0, and maximum we will execute count -1. Okay, so that's why it's I less than star count. Here we are directly accessing the value without using any internal variable. Directly the pointer will access the content of 14ff. And the first statement is simply sum is equal to sum plus num plus I. It will only perform the lower 16-bit addition. Okay. So for example, if you perform ff plus ff, so this is the first, okay, assume that the first location, assume that the count value is 2, and the first number is ff. Initially 0 plus ff, so the first sum will be ff. And assume that the next value is also ff. So if you add this, you will get ff plus ff. So you will get 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay. And if you add these two values, the sum is also integer type. So it will load only the lower 16 bit. But the result is 17 bit. So this I in this particular case, so this MSB we need to manually load it into location 3000. Okay. So for that we will use this particular instruction. We'll check the carry flag. If the carry flag is equal to 1, please load the MSB location with 1, or we can add the MSB. Similarly, if you add in next case, if you add another value, and if there is again a carry, then we need to increment this MSB location. So that's why we are writing this particular instruction, star MSB is equal to actually pointer MSB plus 1. Okay. And if there is no carry, it will not increment. And after the execution, I will be incremented, and this process will be continue up to this count. And after that, it will execute from this particular for loop, and the program control comes to divide it. Now we'll execute this particular program, or we'll debug, and we'll see how. Now we can debug this particular program in embedded C compiler. This program is already built by using this command project build project. Now we can start debugging. And in the debug window, we required X data view because values are stored in external memory location. So the count value is stored in 14FF. So assume that the value is stored in, first we will verify 14FF as a count value. Assume that the count value is 2 now. Okay. And the actual value is stored from 1500 onwards. So for example, here, assume that this is in 2233, the first number, and second 4455. Okay. Now we can execute this particular program, and we can verify the result from 3300. So 2233 and 4455. So it will add 22 with 44 and 33 with 55. So two 16-bit numbers. So you are expecting a result as 6688. So we can execute the program. Initially, all values are 0. By executing the star sum is equal to 0. And after executing the loop, okay, you can see that the final result is 06688. Okay, it's working. Now we can press the reset, and we can put another value in 14FF. That is instead of 22, okay, in 22 itself, I will put two other values, FF, all values are FF. So two numbers are FF, and now we can execute this, and we can observe the result in 3300. So you can see that 01 FF FE. So when the two numbers are FFF, the result is more than 16-bit. That's why it's 01 FF FE. Now we can try one more case, that is 14FF. We can load with count value FF. So for that, we can reset, and we can run the program. Okay. And if you verify the location 3300, you can see that it's FEFF01. As we explained in the theory part, if all numbers are FF. Okay. The 16-bit value is FFFF, and total number of values is 255. Then you will get a result FEFF01. Okay. Now we can verify all these things.